Hello, welcome to Bryant on YouTube or Personal Trainer Battersea on Instagram or Active Bryant Systems is the website. Please subscribe there. And this video is to help the IMS level 1s. So Chek Practitioners level 1s or Movement Science Specialist. I think I got that right. And this is all about how to deal with problem clients, especially when you're starting with the Chek program. So the gentleman said he's in a university. So keep using your blood pressure cuff. Keep doing your assessments because you'll get busier and busier because all the guys will see that you're doing something different compared to the other trainers that may not be doing any of the Chek stuff because it's very expensive, isn't it? And you'll be set up as an elite person in that gym. So stay with it and don't give up. Now, I worked at Fitness First back in the day in 2003, just as I was starting, and I loved showing all this stuff that nobody else knew. I got very busy. I was £75 an hour back in 2003. My rate's even higher than that now. Simply because if you practice it on yourself and with your clients, other clients will have knee pain, back pain, or these issues, posture issues, and as they see your clients improve, they will come to you for your knowledge, okay? And I know that all of us, every PT, every Checkie, even Paul Chek himself, we all have problem clients. So with the problem client, you've got to meet them where they're at. But if they're a real problem client, then you've got to fire them and just get rid of them. Because if they're not listening and they're not ready yet, then it's time for them to go. Don't waste your time with people like that. I don't, definitely don't. I had a gentleman that I worked with, and the first session, not the first session, but the first booking, like when he wanted to book me, he wanted to argue about everything and just wanted deals all the time. And I'm a one-man band. I own my own business and I'm a one-man band. So it's not always easy to do these mega deals for people. So that rubbed me up the wrong way to start off with. So I knew that that was a bit of a no-no. So I thought, right, I'll give him a chance a bit longer. And then I was chatting to the client about nutrition and lifestyle, and he'd filled out all my paperwork. And I found that he had an issue that he never told me about. And I said, why wasn't this in your paperwork? Why didn't you tell me about it? Oh, I didn't think you'd find out. Wait a minute, you're paying me all this money. The system goes very in depth. I need to know everything. Does that make sense? So then after that, so that was strike number 2. Strike number 3 was when I said to him, we need to look at gut health and get that changed because that's going to be irritating your lower back, blah, blah, blah. And he went, yes, I'll do it with somebody else. And then anything I said to him, oh, I know that better than you. I know that better than you. I know that better than you. So I was like getting really annoyed. And then when he come for sessions, I didn't want to train him. So in the end, for me to stay in my core values like I've learned, I had to say, bye-bye, see ya, bye. Simply because some high-powered people may bully and may be derogatory to their staff. So because they're paying you a high salary or a high fee, they think that they can do the same with you. Does that make sense? I don't allow any nonsense at all. Because I love what I do. I'm going to give you all my great energy and my great knowledge, and I'm going to get you the result. But if you're sabotaging it and trying to wind me up in that 1 hour, then see you later. Bye. Bye. Hasta la vista, baby. So that's what I did. Then I had another tricky client recently, explained in depthly how deep everything is. And then we started together. Got to the end of the first package. Are you going to sign up for another package? No. Why? I told you it would be a year to get all these things changed. Oh, I just want you to train me. Okay, fine. So we've now finished, but I know everything that needed to change hasn't changed. Things have improved. 17 improvements out of another 20 that I needed to get to make sure in my head that everything was really great and everything was going well. But sometimes you're going to get that, so you have to just take it on the chin and go, see ya, on your own, bye-bye. Does that make sense? And if they go and work with another Checkie, that's fine, but it's their money they're wasting. Does that make sense? And not your time anymore. Does that make sense? So always vet your clients really in-depthly before you start working with them. So if a client gets in touch with me and starts telling me their life story down the phone, I go, bye-bye, I've got to go now. Because I know they're just wasting my time, or they want little tidbits out of my brain, don't know why, in which to try and correct themselves. Does that make sense? And anybody that knows or has worked with a Chek practitioner know that we really love what we do and we go super deep and we always get the result. I always get the results from my clients if they stick to it and they don't give up. Does that make sense? So I don't answer the phone to them people anymore. And now I've got a policy, and maybe you should try this, consultation only. For some reason, people think they can ring a personal trainer, be on the phone for an hour and get whatever they can out of their head, hoping that they can do it without paying them. Now, you wouldn't do that with a lawyer, you wouldn't do that with a solicitor, and you wouldn't do it with a doctor because they don't allow it. Or a dentist. You know, you go into the dentist, go, I need what do I do with my filling? They'll go, well, you've got to have an x-ray, you've got to pay me. So this is the same with personal training. And I think, or the Chek system, many guys give away too much free stuff. If you give away everything free, they don't value what they're paying for. Does that make sense? So I don't even do that anymore now. I won't do a free consultation because I'm travelling across London or travelling down the road. They turn up late or they don't even sign up. You sit there with them for an hour and you're thinking, oh, it's going well. Hopefully they're going to sign up. And they don't. A complete waste of your time. So my time is very valuable to me and my knowledge is very valuable. I remember during the pandemic, I was in a shop and I had a PT top on and a guy went, are you a personal trainer? And I went, well, that's what it says on a t-shirt. And so he went, oh, can I pay for your time because I want some of your knowledge, I want to have a chat. I went, okay, it's going to be £150 for an hour. And he went, okay. So I met up with him and I've got nearly all my books in my head and what they're all about and what you can get out of them if you buy them and read them. So I sat there for 1 hour, told him about all the books that he could read to help him get healthier, blah, blah, blah. And then he said, I decided not to work with you because you mentioned about testosterone when we were chatting briefly. And I went, well, you're an aging man, you're in your 60s, you've got no energy, you've got high body fat levels. We need to increase your testosterone naturally, in which for you to get leaner and for you to feel better. Oh, okay, I didn't look at it that way. And I went, okay, thank you, gave me his money and he walked away. I texted him 3 times afterwards, how you doing, did you buy them books, are you reading them? Not even a text back. So you have to be very, very careful of these types of people, making sure that your time is valued, making sure that they value your time. And what I found is that the ones that pay for the consultation, normally 50% of the time, they want to do it. They want to go the whole way, otherwise they wouldn't pay for a consultation. But then you got the flip side. I saw a guy a few years ago and he said that if I would have charged him for a consultation, he wouldn't have worked with me, but then he would never have got pain-free, strong, and got his wife pregnant. So really that's a bit of a, if that makes sense. So you got to play this mind game with these people. And like Paul would say, Give them what they need. Tell them what they want to hear. Oh, you're looking great. Oh, you got a six-pack. Oh, you did fantastic at that today. Does that make sense? And then give them the exercise that they may not like or whatever. Or find what exercise that they don't like and find another exercise and disguise it as the same exercise, but it's not the same exercise, but it's different, but they don't know you're getting the same result. Does that make sense? But that just takes some skill and technique and knowing exercise really well in which to be able to do that. Does that make sense? But just don't take any nonsense. If a client's giving you nonsense and they've got 10 sessions left or whatever, just say to them, this ain't working out. I think you should go and find someone else. You know? Don't let them think that that they've got you by the short and curlies. Does that make sense? And put it in your contract. You need to stick to what we're doing to get you the result. And remember, you're the boss. In that 1 hour, they have to comply to what you're giving them. But if they're giving you feedback, or this is giving me pain, or this is doing this, or this is doing that, then obviously you need to change it. But if everything's going okay, but they're just going, oh, you're not working me out hard enough, but then they're 5 stone overweight with fat, then you can say it's not about beasting you, it's about healing you. Does that make sense? So I hope you've enjoyed this video, 18-inch arms, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, please like, please share, and always be the boss in the session, always be upfront, always be yourself. Some clients will self-sabotage and they don't realise that they're doing it. And if you tell them, it pisses them off. But you've got to tell them. It's your job. That's what they're paying you to do. All right then. So hope this answers your question. And hope I see you get to level 5. Bye.